Hey Jim, talk a little bit about the progression of the team. It's looked a little different the last two games. I know you lost in overtime, but it's clear that over the last week or two you've made some subtle changes and done some tinkering. Can you just talk a little bit about that?
Well, from the beginning, we've emphasized how much we had to improve defensively and rebounding wise. We're 7-1 when we out-rebound the opponent. So if you're winning 85% of your games when you out-rebound the opponent, you make that a priority. Our guys know that, and from a defensive standpoint, I think we've made some very calculated improvements, but now can we make it consistent? Because what's happening on a regular basis is we're scoring a lot of points, but giving up a lot of points. And if we can play a little better lockdown defense, I think we did that against Clemson. We did it for a good portion of the second half against Wake Forest. But, you know, it's got to be a little more consistent.
Nigel, after one of the games, mentioned how emphasizing swarming the lane. Is that something that, you know, how the week progressed? Did you like how they did that?
Well, you look at every opponent and you've got to calculate what's going to work best against this particular team. We're pretty good at defending the three, according to Ken Pom, right? But we're not quite as big as, or maybe even as long or as some of the teams we're playing. So we've got a gang rebound and we've got to swarm players in the paint. We're not tall, so if it's just one-on-one, it's pretty easy to shoot over us. And it doesn't matter if it's a big guy over Norchad who's only about 6'6" or 7, and the other guys he's guarding are 7 foot, 6'10". So we've got to swarm those guys and make them feel like they're surrounded. And the guards who are really quick off the bounce and they get into the paint, they got to feel the same way. And we're getting better at it. Not as good as I think we could be, or hopefully will be in a short period of time.
Jim,
42, a couple more.
when you're looking for the consistency on defense, how much does it help that early on you are getting a lot of these guys into the game, and how much you think later on that'll pay off?
You know, I was really hoping that our defense would have improved more dramatically in November. But it's really taken us until late December before I started to feel like, oh, now I'm seeing what I'd always hoped I would see. It's not as consistent as I would like, but we're showing signs. Having depth is really important. You saw the other day, Benza got in foul trouble. Norchad sprained his ankle. Nigel sprained his ankle. Well, that means 3 starters are out. You got to have 3 subs to come in and play. And we were able, I would say, kind of survive the first half because those guys came in and worked really hard. But we want to be at full strength. We want to be healthy, because if we're not almost completely healthy, we're just not nearly as good at either end of the court.
Jim, yesterday, I missed the very beginning here. Yesterday you said that Nigel, it seemed, was unlikely to play, Norchad was expected to play, and that Wuga was day-to-day. Is that still the status, or has anything changed?
No, I don't think you're quoting me correctly. Please don't put that in the Miami here.
So what is
I
the
said
accurate?
practice. I didn't know for practice.
Okay.
But now I'm assuming that they're all going to practice today.
Okay.
But do you know the expression, if you break down, assume?
Mm-hmm.
No, well,
No, but
I don't want to assume too much.
I will tell you that my question was direct words.
Yeah.
I have the transcript. Are they 100% and will they be ready to go on Wednesday?
And what did I say?
And your answer was, you said that Norchad is like a lion and you expect him to play, I think the exact word, I have it here on the transcript.
Yeah, go check the transcript, because
I'll tell you the transcript.
no, not now.
Okay.
You get back to me on that.
All right, I have it here, I can send it to you.
Yeah, since
I'll send it to you.
I was referring, I'm pretty sure I was referring to practice.
I said Wednesday game. So
Yeah,
maybe you
but
just
I
heard me.
said, that just because you said Wednesday doesn't mean I was saying Wednesday. You said Wednesday. I was talking about Monday, because that's when I was talking to you. I didn't know if they would even practice on Monday yet, because they were not out of the training room, and I hadn't gotten a word from Sam Johnson, our trainer. So I was speaking only what I had knowledge of, which was, I'm assuming Norchad will practice because he's a Lion.
Right?
That probably means if he's practicing, what's he gonna do on Wednesday? He's gonna play. Nigel, I don't know if he's practicing. Wooga, I don't know if he's practicing yet. I gotta get the word from Sam. Now, if they practice, I'm assuming they'll play. So let me go further and say, Wooga practiced. Nigel didn't.
Okay.
Go back to my answer.
One more question?
Yeah, about Wooga, how much was he able to do yesterday as a
Hey,
player?
practice, he went, I don't think, he's not 100%. When you sprain an ankle, it doesn't take a day or two or even a week. Sometimes it's 2-3 weeks before it's 100% healthy. But you can tape and support the ankle so that you can basically play. But it's his left ankle. Do I anticipate that if he gets a fast break layup, that he's going to dunk the ball like he did a week ago, 2 weeks ago? No, I don't. Because that left ankle is not 100%.
Kyshawn, talk a little bit about the emergence of your game. Over the last couple of weeks, you seem to have made a lot of progress. And is it a byproduct of things just coming together for you a little bit better?
I think
Can we
it's-
move the mic over before you guys talk? Thanks.
Thank you, yeah. So I think it's just me gaining confidence in the team getting confidence in me. I know Coach L puts a lot of trust in his players, and I just thank him for that. It's just me being able to play my game, getting a little bit more playing time, minutes, and just taking advantage of that, giving effort every day on the court, and just trying to make the right play every time.
Kyshawn, I asked Coach L before about how he found you in the first place and how did you end up here. He told us the whole story about you coming on New Year's Eve and there was no one on campus, it was dead, but they took you around anyway and you kind of, made your decision to come. Can you just talk about why were you considering playing college ball as opposed to staying in the pros in France? What went into that decision and how did you end up, what were your impressions when you came here that New Year's Eve?
So first of all, it's always been a dream for me to play NCAA basketball. I mean, since I was a kid, I've been watching March Madness games and just watching it on TV, and I always wanted to play in that atmosphere. So obviously when I got the opportunity, I was looking forward to it. And then it was just me deciding exactly what I wanted deep inside, whether it's to stay in France or come in here and play in America. And I think it was just the best situation for me to come here in America, here at Miami. And for the visit, I just felt comfortable with the place, the coaching staff. I saw the players, had dinner with them and everything. I just felt comfortable with everybody, and for me it was a no-brainer to just come here and play basketball here.
The fact that your dad played in college, how much did that factor in? Did you see footage of him? Did he talk to you a lot about college ball or?
He talked to me about it, but it's really, I was just seeing college on TV every time when I was home, so I was just like, I want to play there for sure.
You said you went from 6'5" to 6'8" from the time you got here.
How about,
How did your game change with that extra height?
I think it's just getting used to the size
Yeah.
and the weight I put on. Definitely I need to get better at getting into playing physically. But I think that will come with time with the work in the weight room with BK. It just will come with time.
So I'm pretty sure you were top of the key guy, right? You were around the...
100%. I used to stay outside the three-point line and that's it.
So most big guys are trying to work from the inside outside to get that game going. You're going the opposite. So how tough is that?
I mean, it's challenging. I think it's all about habits. You get trying to first practice it by yourself on your own workouts, then doing it in practice is just getting used to the movements, used to the physicality, and getting to the rim. It's all about habits for me.
Coach said that he was working with you yesterday in his office on dribbling. Can you talk about what was he teaching you in his office on dribbling?
He was teaching me about pounding the ball and me using my speed and being able to run with the ball to get up the court faster.
Norchad, can you talk about his development, just how have you seen him, all these things he's talking about, having to adapt to the college game, having to adapt to a bigger, stronger body than what he came in, which is something you obviously have not had to do because you always had that bulk. What have you seen from him from the time he arrived to now?
I mean, first of all, I'm not surprised at all because I see how hard he worked, like every single day. Like after practice, before practice, he's working out. He stays, shoot after, like, you know, all of that work pays off. So like, I'm not surprised at all. And you know, he get a little more playing time. He get to start. So like, you know, he showed out. He do what he was asked to do. The coaches put him out there. I know he was gonna prefer him at the highest level. So like, I'm really not surprised.
Why were you laughing about the dribbling thing?
Yeah, because coach, like always pick on him about that, to pound it hard. So that's why I was like in his office, he was like talking about that. That's why I was laughing.
He's never done that, any like that with you? Like maybe work on the rebound, boxing out or anything in his office?
Not in his
Throw him
office.
around in the office, nothing?
Kyshawn, that game you had the other day, I mean, how much how much confidence do you get from a game like that?
I mean, obviously, I get more confidence, but I think I really play with confidence every time I step on the floor. And it's just the work, like he said, the work I've been putting in just showing out on that game. I'm really trying to win every game, so whether I score 20, score 10, score 5 assists, it really, for me, don't matter as long as we win as a team. That's what I'm really looking for at the end of the day.
In Norchad, it's always a process integrating freshmen when they come in, but he obviously has some special traits, being with the size and his ability to have guard skills and do different things. What do you think that could mean to your team? You've experienced the postseason now. As you guys move forward through ACC and into March, having a player with his skill set, what do you think that could mean to the team?
I mean, you already see what he can do, and I think he still have like a lot of room to like even get more better because he already gotten better, but I think he can get way more better. So you know, I'm just excited to see like where his ceiling gonna be and like how much better he gonna get. You know, the postseason, the end of the regular season. Like, I'm just excited to see where he's gonna reach. But I know he's gonna keep doing good and getting better because that's just the type of person he is. He worked hard and, you know, tried to do what's the best for the team.
And what was your initial thought when a guard came through the door and he's bigger than you?
He was when he just came on a visit, he was not bigger than me. But then when he came up, I was like, wait, is this the same person? And he was like 3-4 inches tall.
And he had a lot of hair too.
Exactly. So like, you know, I was excited. He was a guard. We get a big guard. Which team don't like a big guard? So that was just exciting for me.
How much bigger do you think you're still growing? Is there more to come?
I think I'm still growing a little bit, yeah.
So how tall will you be, you think?
Who knows? I don't know. We'll see, I guess.
How tall, it was your dad shorter than you?
Yes, my dad's 6'6".
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
One more question?
Yeah, Norchad, Louisville, your thoughts on Louisville? You obviously played it last year. It's a team that's been struggling, but just the importance of winning at home, winning a conference game. Can you speak about the Cardinals?
Yeah, you know, you just got to prepare like how we prepare for any other game, you know. The ACC, I think, is a great league. Louisville is a good, you know, they've been good during the years, you know. They could come have a great game, so we just got to focus on what we do, you know, what we do good, what we've been working on all this time. Focus on Miami basketball and, you know, take care of the home court.